Jordan Tice in Studio B. Welcome to Spindale.
Hey, thanks, Joe. It's great to be here.
Glad to have you. Live Studio B sessions on WNCW are made possible by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Jordan, you've got a show tomorrow night in Brevard.
That's right, yeah. Playing at 185 King Street with Travis Books and part of his kind of weekly residence that he does there.
Great. Could you give us a flavor of what that's going to sound like?
Sure thing. Mama said, relax, boy, lighten up your load. Don't bring too much down life's long, hard road. Just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. People gonna try and build you up, others knock you down. But most just kinda smile and nod when you're coming round. So do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. Open up the paper, see it's all just one big mess, and turn and talk to anybody that you meet, and they'll tell you what's best. Or just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. 'Cause you might know just where you were on the day that you were born, but Lord knows where you're gonna be when old Gabriel blows his horn. So do what you can and move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. Oh, in a matter of time. Oh, in a matter of time. Mama said, relax, boy, lighten up your load. Don't bring too much down life's long, hard road. Just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time.
Jordan Tice. Very nice. Good to hear that. So your fifth record, Motivational Speakeasy, all guitar and vocals.
That's right.
A different context than where you've been in Hawktail and in other other settings. Can you tell us about the motivation for this record and how that's different from everything you've done before?
Yeah, I guess I kind of have a long history of playing and writing instrumental kind of guitar music and fiddle tunes, and that's what Hawktail is. It's a completely instrumental project. And I've been doing that since I was kind of in my mid-teens, for a good 20 or so years. And along about 2015, I just started writing songs. So my first song record came out in 2016. That was Horse County, a bluegrass record of songs. And then just somewhere in the last couple of years, I just got really interested in kind of fingerstyle guitar music, really into like kind of older blues and folk, and just a number of those players, and kind of started learning a lot of that music and enjoying a lot of that music, and thought I'd try my hand at kind of making a record in that context. I call it dude with guitar music. It's maybe my favorite genre.
And it's a nice anecdote to know that Horse County is not a real place, although it seems obvious that there should be a Horse County somewhere.
Totally. But if you Google it, there's literally nothing called Horse County anywhere.
But it's your record, so there we can go there.
Yeah, exactly. State of mind.
The approach that you take to the guitar in a setting like Hawktail is completely different than being up front with it on your current solo record with this. And so can you describe like your role there versus Hawktail?
For sure, yeah. And I think, so I'm playing kind of more fingerstyle when I play solo a lot of the times, and that allows me to kind of play melodies and bass lines and chords kind of and everything in between. So I just kind of have a variety of kind of textures and the ability to do more than one thing at the same time at my disposal when I play that side. But, with Hawktail, it's a little more, there's 4 people, so everybody else is kind of covering a part of the music. There's a bass player and a mandolin player. So my role is a little more relegated to I guess like a more traditional kind of guitar role, like strumming or playing leads in that context.
Kenneth Pattengale of Milk Carton Kids produced this record. What was his role?
Really, my original kind of really just kind of a cheerleader, and also like we workshop the songs a lot. There's very little production on this thing, as you can see. Nothing, no effects or anything. It's just me and the guitar and some microphones. But he was kind of integral to just kind of the aesthetic and kind of workshopping some of the songs. We'd get together every kind of couple weeks, and I'd go and play kind of where the songs were at. And he'd be like, I don't really like that lyric. You should change that, or something like that. Or maybe I'd have something I'd be playing with a flat pick, and he's like, maybe try with the finger picks, or maybe he's like, try that up a key or two. That's a little low, or stuff like that. Just kind of workshopping the songs.
You've got a few instrumentals on this record, which is pretty familiar territory for you. But vocally, how have you progressed? How have you come into form?
Just kind of, just the same way with everything, like making recordings, just kind of trial and error, just kind of hearing the way you sound and either liking it or not liking it, and making some changes accordingly. Yeah, singing is still very much a work in progress, but I love it.
And marrying it to your guitar playing is something that is maybe another skill set entirely.
For sure, yeah. And getting kind of the singing to sit with the guitar playing and figuring out how to do both in a way that kind of allow for the other it's probably the most important aspect of this format in a lot of ways. Just getting things to sit right, because there's only 2 things, but they have to be just so to kind of really work.
Jordan Tice is live on WNCW, playing at 185 King Street in Brevard with Travis Book, who's always fun, and that's for tomorrow night on the 31st. I hope we can hear good things, because this is going to be your last stop before a little break, and then you head up north.
That's right, yeah.
Good.